Okay, this is about cameras. Cameras everywhere. Now, if you look back at some of our videos, you'll see a video about security guard dislocating my shoulder. Basically, you're allowed to use cameras everywhere. The security guards. I was taking a picture with my phone, a video of someone with my phone. So if you can imagine, that's now looking at me, and you're looking at me. Looking at me, looking at me. Fantastic. There we go. How's that for you? Right. So I can use that anywhere I want. I can press the capture button, even if a sign says "Do not capture." Right. Until the person says "Stop recording." Right. And as soon as someone says "Stop recording," you're not allowed to record in here. You can say to them, you can carry on recording and say, "Sorry, you've got to prove that to me." Alright? And then they're not allowed to take the camera off you. They're not allowed to touch you in any way. They're not allowed to take your camera off you. They're not allowed to touch you. They're not allowed to do anything about you. But you're obliged to follow them to the sign where it says "Don't record." At that point, you can close your camera. And even then, they can't take your recording off you. Alright? But they can sue you if you publish it. But as long as you keep it private, you're pretty much okay. You can record what you want, where you want, when you like. Right? It turns out that this security guard may get away with it if he plays dumb. But the security company and the supermarket that employs them, they are going to be in deep trouble. Deep trouble, because they physically abused me to wrestle my video camera off me, my phone off me, and then deleted my photos off me, basically. And that I just took off this woman that just rammed a trolley into my leg on purpose. So this is a video to all you lot out there. You can get your video camera out, your little phone out. You can press your button. Yes, and on. This is how long it takes. On. Go to video mode. And we're there, right? And you can go to video mode and you can be there that quickly. And now you can press your little capture button down here and start recording. I'm recording myself, recording me, recording me, recording, and all that kind of stuff. Press start. Well, let's watch how stupid that video was. Go to videos, accessing. That must be the stupidest video going.
I'm recording myself, recording me, recording. And all that kind of stuff. I'm recording myself, recording.
Yeah, I think we'll delete that one. That was really stupid. But basically the gist of it is, you are within your rights to record anything you want in this country, anywhere you like. Apart from obviously in mega high security places where it's obviously illegal to get your camera out, but basically anywhere in reason. I was in a shopping mall, a shopping centre, and I'd been told to stop videoing in the shopping mall, in the shopping centre, and I went out into the mall and then started recording again because I thought it was a separate area, and it is a separate area, and it turns out that it really is a separate area. And now it turns out that not only did I spend 6 hours in a police station unnecessarily, I had my arm nearly ripped out of my socket unnecessarily. Now it looks like either the security guard's going to get seriously locked up in prison, and the firm's going to get sued, or just the firm's going to get sued. And you know, I don't care which way it is, but I hope that the whole of the country's security guards learn from this, that if someone's got the video camera out, don't attack them, just let them video. If they put it online, then sue them. And that's the way it's going to go, mate, just like America. I'm going to sue you, you're going to sue me, we're going to sue everybody, everybody's going to get sued. As long as you don't do physical violence and intimidation, because if they come around and intimidate me, and I've had a few intimidating phone calls in the meanwhile, if it turns out that they've been intimidating me, then they're going to get done even worse. And when you're highlighting stuff like this on YouTube, like a diary or something, don't name names. Just get it on YouTube and or whatever Soundland they use as well. Like just put it on and don't name names. But it just shows how concerned you are about your own safety and what's going on around you. And if you've informed the police, just saying this on YouTube isn't incriminating anybody. It's just informing people who want to watch of some stupid things that went on in your life. Whether they believe you or not is a different matter. Doesn't really matter, does it? So there you go. I've got to leave this camera running now for another 10 minutes, but I can turn my other one off.
States projecting military force in the way it has, and that's going to be a congressional pressure on Barack Obama.
Yeah, but those people didn't win this election on Tuesday. Barack Obama won the election on Tuesday.
Well, no, they won their elections too. There is a clear majority.
No, they won their elections. Congress says it too. But Congress doesn't set foreign policy. The president sets foreign policy. This is a president that has steel in his spine, as Joe Biden said, and those remarks we referred to earlier. The robo fines that Barack Obama has steel in his spine. And I'll tell you, he's from the south side of Chicago. He fought his way up from being a state senator to president of the United States in 5 years. This is not a soft guy. So I think we gotta give him a little bit of room here to be able to use the charismatic and energetic power that he has in being the president before he has to use the military force.
In a word, Neil Ferguson, will he look as exceptional in a few years' time as he does right now?
Well, I'm a historian. I work on the past, and the future is unknowable. There are two futures. There's one in which Barack Obama turns out to be a Roosevelt, strong in the economy, strong in war. There's another future in which he turns into Jimmy Carter. We just have to hope we get the former.
Neil Ferguson, Jamal Simmons, thanks both for being on Hot.
Thank you.
I'll get the law changed. If they can't change it, I'll change it for them.
Hello there. Well, the weather's on the change again. For some of us today, it was a thoroughly wet and miserable. A much better day for these areas.
It's going to be great.
Southern England. They were at
balls and we have to pay a lot of money.
Yeah, much brighter fair, but wherever you are, wet all the line.
Man with no balls has baby.
The old night out there.
Imagine that as a headline. Man with no balls has baby. A procedure costing the taxpayers over £2 million has produced this, that and the other.
Down through the RSC as well. So quite a mixture of weather across the UK. But wherever you are, it will feel quite cool out there, 5, 6, 7 degrees, that sort of thing. Maybe it's actually frost in some glens of Scotland when the winds feel light. But the winds will not be light in most places. It will be a breezy start today. In fact, a very windy start today from northwest England. Gales battering RSC coast. And some rain getting into northwest England where it's likely to stay for much of the day, I'm afraid. To the south and east of that, though, much brighter, much drier.
I think that's miles from you.
Compared to today's deluge, and bar the odd shower flipping onto some Channel coast. It will stay dry. None too warm, 7 or 8 degrees with that blustery wind continuing. A blustery morning across southwestern parts of England too. But
whisk me off somewhere else is what they can do.
Dry, as it will across most of Wales.
As long as I don't go and disrespect the beaches.
On the closed western coast. There's that wet weather through the
sorry, I'm talking to somebody else.
Seeing a pretty wet morning, just bringing into country as well. Now this zone of wetter weather will just continue to migrate its way a little bit further southwards into northwest England. Some of that getting across the Pennines into Yorkshire as well, and still some very strong winds here. Sunnier to the south, brighter to the north of Scotland, and I think Northern Ireland will escape the worst of the weather as well. So quite a mixture, but wherever you are, feel cool.
It's aggressive.
In the sunny south.
Pull back the trigger.
Wednesday looks like being best day.
We'll
lose the rain, we'll lose most of the wind, and we'll gain quite a lot of sunshine.
Oh no, it's cocked.
Lovely day.
Damn.
Temperature's still not that great.
Oh damn.
Wednesday night actually cold with a touch of frost. Southeastern areas first thing on Thursday.
Oh damn.
Any brightness though probably won't last for that long. This next weather system will be chuntering in from the west, bringing a lot of cloud and some damp weather to many western areas. So the weather's on the change yet again, and to end the week we're going to get some very mild southwesterly winds. Now, to keep up to date with all the changes over the next...
I really hate when I start playing with things and I then fuck things up, and now I've got to do something else, and it's really, really annoying. I can clean it while it's down. Get a quick wipe, get a quick little dust off of it, the dust is out the component.